Hello, Cancer. So this is your forecast, Cancer. I thought I'd come and do this live because it's a little bit easier to upload and get this to you. So I hope we've got a decent connection for this reading. So this is for September and October for Cancer. Okay, and hello everyone, and lovely to see you. So I've got my heavy duty glasses on today. So let's have a look here for this time frame, which is September and October for Cancer. So I'm just going to take this right off the bat here. And first of all, I'm going to pull out two cards, which out of my own deck here that I made, which is Intuitive Tarot by Yvonne. So let me speak up, or you're not going to hear me, are you? So I'll pull out two cards from this deck and then we will take it from there. And sometimes I do it differently for each reading, depending how I feel. Okay, so let's have a look. Pull out two cards here. Okay, moving on. And the second card is self-love. Moving on and self-love for Cancer. So it may not be moving on from a relationship. It may be moving on from something that was highly important to you, which is maybe a career, maybe somewhere that you lived, and it's time to move on now and look at myself here and put myself first. So not necessarily moving on from a relationship, but definitely moving on from either an area, it could be work or somewhere that you live, that kind of thing. So let's take this straight off the bat here with, I'm going to use this deck here, which is my Renaissance deck. And for Cancer, so yeah, so the cards I get there was moving on. Sorry, I'm pulling in energies here intuitively. Moving on and thinking about yourself here. Okay, so let's pull out some cards. Well, whatever this is, I feel the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is that I feel if you're selling a property here, or you're waiting for some money to come, it's less than you expected, because the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in the right position is a delay. So I do pick up selling a property here. So this property is not selling, okay, and you may have to, some of you, not all of you, you may have to reduce this price, and you're not going to get as much as you expected here. So this moving on, it looks like there's actually a moving of town, area, or house here. It's a bit of a step, but it's something that there's a disappointment around this. Like, have we got enough money to do this? Have we got enough money to do this? Because you do need an awful lot of money to move to this house, this other apartment, or whatever you are you're going for. Now, there is the Magician card, the Magician. I don't know why the Magician is around this, but it's like this Magician is either knowing that you can't afford this, knowing that this is going to be a difficult move for you, and he's quite happy about that. I don't like magicians. I don't like magicians in readings at all. So I get that this is this magician knows that you're not going to get what you expected. And this may put a block on this too, whatever this is. Okay, so you're determined to go along with this, keep going with this, okay, Cancer. And because you've put an awful lot of hard work here into this, a lot of hard work into maybe renovating this property, making it for what it is, and it's you know, this is frustrating if you are trying to sell a property and it's like you've had to reduce it because you want to move on from this situation. Or it could be a work situation. You are your salary is not as much as you actually thought you would get. And wait a minute, I was on this salary before. I've got all this experience. I've worked so hard on my career, and I don't really want to downgrade here. I don't want to. Yeah, I get a downgrade, and there is a magician around this. For some of you, it may be like stepping down, or it may be going into retirement. It may also be downsizing your property, and it's hard to let something go like that. And I know you may be moving from an inexpensive area to something that's very, very expensive, and you're having to accept something I wouldn't have really have wanted to live in, something so small. But if this is what it takes, then this is what it takes. Okay. But for some of you, it's I say there's inverted snobbery here, but I get here that there is this I find this unbearable I don't feel we're going to do this. I don't feel that I want to move on now because I don't want to give this up for something less. I've worked my way up this ladder, and I've worked my way right up here, that there's no way that I'm going to let this go. Yeah, so you may be moving, I don't know, you may be moving from one part of America to somewhere in Canada where it's extremely expensive, and all you can afford is like a 1-bedroom apartment. In this other place, you had a big kind of 4-bedroom, 3-bedrooms house with a nice garden and all of that kind of thing. But I'm not saying it's all of you here. I feel this also could be a work move, but it's less salary than what you expected. Magician, there's a magician in this as well. Sorry about the lighting, guys. So so and I get like a man here who knows you're not going to get what you desire. This person knows. Don't switch off yet, because this could actually, you're thinking this is too negative. No, it's not. It's life, isn't it? And this will lead to something good, I feel, because yeah, I do get I don't feel I can let this go for something that's not as kind of good. This is live, so you can actually be live and interactive. Marta, Hi there, Martha Patterson. Hello, hello. Hope your day is great. Just starting the day. We have had rain, but beautiful sunrise here in WA. Is that Washington? Well, we're supposed to get some tropical climate. We've already had our Hurricane Dorian that's kind of died out and come across the UK, well, the north of the UK. And I think we're kind of getting a bit of a tail end of that here. It's a little bit windy and a little bit rainy. So believe it or not, we've got Hurricane Dorian that's actually headed to the UK. And it's cloudy, although we've got this other weather front coming from the tropics. So we're going to get some nice weather over the weekend. So that's really nice. Okay. Now, hello from Brighton. So you are Cancer. So I don't know, is this resonating with you? It won't resonate with all of you, but I get somebody here wants to move on, desperately wants to move on, and find that place, and find that place that is this somewhere that you feel this self-love, and I think that's important. Okay. Now, if you're moving from Brighton, or if you're moving away from Brighton, it's very expensive, okay? Or you may want to move, but it's too expensive. Or buy somewhere even. Now, I get the Ace of Pentacles. This is good news, actually. So if you have to get a loan, or you have to get an extended mortgage, or you have to get some kind of financial support here, you're going to get it. You're going to get this financial support. Or you will get this, if this is a work situation, you will get this salary that you desire, okay? Wow, okay, K Marie. Well, there you go. So it's resonating there with you two guys. Yeah, it's more complex than that. When you're planning to, it's like you get so excited about moving, and it's like, oh, wow, I can be closer to my family, be closer to my friends, be closer to my daughter, be closer to whoever here. But then it kind of hits like a, you kind of hit a brick wall, and also you've left a narcissist there. Yeah, I know it's Kirsten. I can see by your little picture there. Thank you. So yeah, you've moved on from. Well, a lot of us. I think that with this phenomena of narcissism, and I keep going on about this, I know, but with this phenomena of, if that's the right way to say it, I don't know. A lot of us are kind of waking up to this, I'm not going to be a slave for forever for someone. Will these narcissists ever realize this? No, they'll go for a doormat, okay, who will kind of do this and be manipulated. So they will go for the doormat again until the doormat kind of, that. In fact, that's the way narcissists see potential partners. They don't see potential partners as somebody, I am going to invest in this person. This person's the love of my life, so special for me, and it's important that I treasure and take care of this person. No, narcissists don't think like that. When they meet somebody, it's just all about, what can I get out of this person? Can I manipulate this person to actually feel like they are nothing without me? And can I manipulate this person so I I feel, much more powerful than them. It's all about one-upmanship. So if you are working, this is very prominent if you're walking away from someone here. But then it could be other situations. You want to move on from an area that's maybe less expensive, or in an area you'd like to buy a property, but property prices are extremely expensive. So anyway, let's go back to this. I get a financial. You also, Laurie, left your narcissist. Well done, both of you. And I hope my readings have helped you move on from that, and have been healthy and healing towards you. Okay, I do get a financial breakthrough with this reading, absolutely. So yeah, and there's a although there may have been blocks there, and a narcissist will put those blocks in front of you anyway. And once you walk away from the narcissist and close that door, this door will swing open, and the financial, you think, okay, I'm getting financial rewards, and I feel much more confident. I feel like I've got this oppression over me anymore, that I can think about my own kind of without being selfish, because we're not selfish. I don't want a narcissist to make somebody else like a narcissist. It doesn't work like that. Okay. What this does, when you actually realize this, and you swing those doors open to freedom, it actually makes you stronger, and realize that, wow, I've got such an amazing life, and my life is there for living, and this is what this is. But if this is a narcissist, they're still kind of trying to block this for you, but they haven't got a chance. Okay, they've not got a chance of doing this. In fact, I must admit, in the past, I have been with a narcissist, and this person even contacted, got the flying monkeys out and contacted somebody I worked for, and actually got me the sack. Yeah, this is when you've got a narcissist, when they don't have this, like, I wish you well in your life and I wish you the best. All they want to do is do that smear campaign and make you and make your life a misery, and where you starting from ground zero. You'll feel that with a narcissist. You feel like you are starting from ground zero. But this is not necessarily a narcissist. It could be a situation where you do want to move on, and you want to give yourself self-love. But it does feel as if it's very much it's very much I don't want to go into narcissism here, but you're right, Kirsten. They don't have any boundaries. They're renowned for, and now you know all about narcissism. They don't have boundaries. There's no boundaries. No boundaries. A healthy human being would say, well, it's not working out for us, and I'm sorry it's not worked out. We've tried everything. And we have to agree to differ, and I wish you well. And if there's anything I can do for you to help you along this journey, I will do that. That's what a healthy human being does. A narcissist will despise you, and there's no boundaries when you break free from a narcissist. Okay, so yeah, very interesting. I don't love that subject, but it's interesting subject. So Cancer, some of you may want to sell a property and move abroad or move to another state or another town, but this town is so expensive. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to live in a one-bedroom studio flat and when I had a lovely home, that kind of thing too. But I do get the Fool, so it does point to some kind of person around you. I think this Fool, I feel that the Fool actually needs some kind of help. But how can you help someone who's making your life difficult or has made your life difficult? You can't help people like that. How can you help someone who has taken you for granted and has treated you like some appliance? When I get the Fool, the Fool does need a lot of tender loving care and understanding. And that's typical of an empath. They would say, oh, don't you need to help him? Don't you need to help him understand and make him better? Now, I did have a dream last night, and this is like a premonition of somebody somebody actually spiraling downwards, not the empath, but the narcissist, because they're a fool. And they don't know why they are a fool. They don't even want to know why they're a fool. Okay. Look, put this Fool to one side, guys. I don't want you to concentrate on this Fool. Okay. This is a healing channel, and it's to help you on your journey. It's the Intuitive Pathways healing channel, and this is to help you on your journey. Just put this Fool to one side here. This person, this Fool, will be blaming you for all of this. All of it, when really it's them that did this. Hello, Mia, how are you? So I am sorry if you have experienced a narcissist, and I get this is what this is. It's trying to get away from this Fool. Trying to get away from this Fool. I hope we've still got a connection. So let's carry on before we get cut off. And it's like if you're an empath, you actually think, oh my, I know this person's done some terrible things to me, but and I think when they've done the most horrific things to you, you can't kind of think, gosh, I want to help that person be less of the Fool. No, you have to think about you. You have to think about you, the self-love here, and build up your self-love and move on. As I said at the beginning, when I picked out those two cards at the beginning. Now, what I get from this reading is, let's go back here. You haven't got as much money as you anticipated, but you're willing to work hard for this. Okay. There is this Magician, which is the Fool, who is still around you and would like to stop you in your tracks here. And this person can be quite oppressive. And you're kind of done with feeling sorry for them and trying to fix them. I get that. But there is money coming, and you're willing to work very hard for this. I get like the Ace of Pentacles. Who gets the Ace of Pentacles? If that's a loan or if it's an overdraft to help you get along, you're going to get this. You will get this, okay? And kind of just forget about this Fool, because this Fool doesn't know how to have a relationship. And I think that's the way you've got to see this, okay? Now, it's either that or it's you wanting to move on from where you live and start afresh somewhere else with a new job. But this new job, it's the money. It could even be both. You could be leaving someone, new place, new town, to get a million miles away from this Fool. But also you have got here, you wanting to get away from this place and move on. But your property, or what the property that you want to get, seems as if it's out of reach. I get that. How can it be out of reach when I've worked so hard? I've worked so hard, and yet I've got to look as if I'm starting right from the beginning, you know, a settling for something, that kind of energy. I see you approaching a bank or a financial institute for financial help here, and that's going to work out to your favour. So, yeah, moving on. Look, guys, if you have this is the Fool for you. Sorry about knocking the camera. And this is this narcissistic person. Then you've moved on, haven't you? You've already made that change here. You see, I get here the Queen of Pentacles. And there is a contract to be signed here. The Queen, well, I feel if you've left someone, you're on the road here of independence. This is what this is. So I get here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is a contract to be signed, and that's next to this money card. Okay. You have to sign this contract here, or it could even be a divorce paper, divorce settlement kind of thing over the next 2 months. Yeah, so the final card that I get here, wow, which is the Four of Swords, but which means discreet, being quite discreet about this and having self-control. I think that's something you've got to learn to do if you're dealing with the Fool. But it's in reverse, and this is very poignant for this reading. It's saying, this in reverse is saying, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Just put this Fool to one side and take care of yourself. If this is a work situation, make sure that you are getting the right deal here. If this is selling a property where you need some help, it may be all damn three here. It may be all three. And you know, it says take care of you. Make sure you get what you need here to actually move on. So that's your reading. Pretty kind of for Cancer. So in the next 2 months, there's lots of kind of movement, and the movement is financial and looking after yourself in this situation, and do not have your heartstrings pulled by this Fool anymore. Whoever this Fool is, it's time to let this person go. It could even be a family member who's not allowing you to move on in your life, and they're keeping you stuck in this certain situation. No, I must go. I must move on. I must get along with my life, and all this kind of thing. So that's your reading, Cancer. Thank you for coming on live here. It's not going to resonate with all of you, but for people it resonates with, please put your comments in the comments section down below. And also put a thumbs up and share this video. And if you would like your own personal reading, I do personal readings. Please give me an email too, okay? And thank you for watching, and bye for now. I am going to come back and I'm going to do Scorpio, okay? And then I've done everybody up until the beginning of November. And there is, if you want to do playback, go to my channel and go to playlist. I have a playlist of every sign up until the beginning of November. Okay, so sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and this is saying it's time for you to look after you and to move on from this situation. Okay, and it looks pretty good. It looks like you will do it, but there is one or two challenges along the way. One of them actually may be if you are moving away from getting divorced or moving from somebody here, away from somebody, there's also this emotional imbalance, and that can take a while for it to correct itself. Because if it's a narcissist, they wreak havoc on your nerves and your emotions and all of this, and they make you feel worthless, because that's what they do. All they want to do to their victims is make them feel like they're nothing, and it's kind of readdressing that balance again. So there's also that involved. So I'm going to say thank you so much for being here, and I will be back soon with Scorpio. Okay, and bye for now. Bye bye.